So today is the first day that we've had a cloudy, cool day like this in Southern California. I've had my garden covered because of the heat wave we've been going through. But I'm coming out to check on my seedlings to see how they're doing. All of these were just planted yesterday, but here is my lettuce that I transplanted into bigger pots yesterday. This is a surprise tomato that was growing in one of my pots that didn't have anything in it. So I transplanted it and it's now under the grow lights. So hopefully we can find out soon what type of tomato plant it is. I have some pruning that I need to do. This vine is growing from my neighbor's yard. As you can see, I need to come in and cut all this down. Need to come in and deadhead my flowers and collect some seeds. I do have new sprouts that are coming in, so that'll hopefully take us through the rest of the summer with our flowers. But my garden is still covered up, and I'm out here to see what's been going on up under the shade cloths. And in our first bed we have our, I think this is the giant crimson tomato. And it's still putting on flowers. We have our strawberries down here surrounded by marigolds. Our cucumbers are starting to put out flowers. Here is my Black Beauty tomato. My sunflower, which was an experiment. I wanted to have sunflowers growing up the back of my shed. And as you can see, she is extremely tall right now. I don't know what color she's going to be, but I can't wait for her to bloom. It's quite exciting. Need to come in and deadhead my marigolds. The nasturtiums are growing really well. And our second raised bed, let's see what's going on under here. Get this cloth. Oh my gosh, look at my basil. It is growing wild. Look at that. Oh my God, I definitely need to come in and clip all these tips off. I don't want it to seed just yet. Here we have our pink fang tomatoes that are ripening up beautifully. I see some cracks, so we'll have to remove those. Let's see, over here we have our, this is our Costaludo Genovese. Gonna have to remove that one. I'm fighting with this shade cloth right now. And we have some other ones coming in. That one seems to be cat facing right now. But I can't get over how lovely this basil looks. Finally got some carrots to germinate. They're loving this cool weather that we're having right now. This is my, let's see, where is, the tag is in here. The tag is in here somewhere. But this is collard greens. And back here we have some more collard greens. And back here we have some strawberries. The strawberry patch back here. We have another sunflower. This one is not as tall, but I would love to see what color it's going to be. Here's another sunflower that we have growing. All of the marigolds are looking really lovely. Coming on over to our third bed. This is my black strawberry tomato plant. A lot of the tomatoes on here are ready and need to be harvested. Ooh, those are definitely ready. Over here we have our spoon tomato. She needs to have some of her tomatoes removed as well. There has been a lot going on up under this shade cloth during this heat wave. We have these are big rainbow tomatoes, but as you can see, they're not so big, but that's okay. And in this same bed, we have our sweet potato slips that are growing here. This is an experiment. This is my first time growing sweet potatoes this year. So we'll see how that does. Here's some more basil. Not as bushy as the other bed, but still close enough. We have some strawberries over there. Can't wait for those to get ripe. Let's see, in our next bed over here, we have our collard greens, our tree collards. That's producing really well. We have green beans. I don't know if there's any in here that need to be harvested from this section. Over here, we're in the next bed. We have more green beans in this bed. And as you can see, we have some green, me in this shade cloth. Have some green beans in this one that need to be harvested. Oh, look at this one. That one's a nice size. We have some more up in here. I have to go further back to see if there's any more up in there. Here we have our pineapple tom. And it's growing really lovely. And here we have another experiment. This is a pumpkin vine. And my first pumpkin that was pollinated really isn't doing too well. The second one is dying. But my third one is growing pretty well. I'm gonna go get my pantyhose so I can attach it to the fence so it will have some support. And we have one more pumpkin that's growing down here. I'm gonna support that with some pantyhose as well. So all in all, during this heat wave, Ladybug's garden is doing pretty well. I'm going to lift the shade cloth up so that it can get some more air, give it some water, and hopefully we'll keep this weather for the next couple of days. I believe by the end of the week we should be reaching back up into the high 90s. So I will definitely be using the shade cloth again.